Hello and welcome to the garden next door. Today we're talking all about zinnias and how you can actually save zinnia seeds. If you're a beginner gardener or if you're advanced, saving seeds is an amazing tactic to prolong your beautiful flowers and keep them coming back year over year, even if they are annuals like the zinnia. Now, I love zinnias because they just have such a beautiful pop of color and they have so many unique varieties to them. You can also find that you could sprinkle in a bag of zinnia seeds and get so many different looks and colors and different patterns like this one. This is just beautiful. How do they come in the same the same lot? Absolutely beautiful. Now, even though they are annuals, you can make sure to get your zinnias over and over again, and we're going to talk about how you can be saving your seeds to save you some money and just get more of seed to bloom more often. Now, what's amazing about seed saving is you don't need any special equipment. You can be sipping on your morning coffee and be starting to save your seeds, and we'll break it down. But why I love to save seeds is, one, it is going to save you money. If you're buying seeds every single year, it is going to add up. Seeds are not super expensive, but you'll notice that you can save so many of the vegetables in your own garden, from tomatoes, peppers, to even our beautiful flower seeds. And it is so easy. The whole family can do it, and you really don't need anything but your fingers. Today I am going to be using a pair of some clippers, but you really only need your hands and somewhere to store them. What I love about saving seeds is it really does take you through the entire process. You get to take your beautiful seed that you get from the store or a friend, plant it in the ground, get a nice beautiful flower, and then go all the way back to the seed again. And then when you plant your own seeds that you've saved, there's just a unique feeling that you've started the process and you can keep going with this process without any external help. And you could be sharing your seeds with so many friends and family. From one plant, one flower, you can have hundreds of seeds, and you can then be starting this process. So you don't even really need to save that many in order to keep the process going. Talk about when we actually need to be starting to save our seeds. So anyone that has a bright, beautiful color, lots of green leaves, is not going to be the plant that we want to be saving our seeds from. Similar to any other fruit or vegetable, when you're saving the seeds, you want it to go all the way through the maturing stage. This makes sure that the seeds have matured fully, that they have enough energy locked into them in order to start a new plant. So what you really want to be doing is looking for those dead, dried up, crispy, brown, papery flowers. When you're picking the flowers, you do not want to pick one that is nice, beautiful, colory, that has your greens on it. Instead, you want to pick one that is really dyed back. If it's flaky, and this means that it has fully matured its seeds. These ones that are still colorful have not matured their seeds yet. So they're not gonna have a fruitful seed when you go to do it. These are great for some cut flowers or just to look good in your garden, but we really wanna look for ones like this that are really dyed back. This one, most of the seeds have already fallen out, but we can cut this one back and potentially, oh yeah, this one's a really good one. If the seeds are literally just falling out like that, that is a really, really good one. So we'll cut this one. Now, what you do want to think about is, before you are cutting your seeds, what you do want to think about is the plant that you're choosing. So you don't want to get a plant that is diseased or just doesn't look great. This one might be dying off, so it's okay. But if you can find one that you really love the variety and the color on, I suggest going ahead and marking that plant when it's in full bloom. So you can tie some ribbon or wrapping around it. And this way you're marking up that plant to know that this is the right one to choose. And then come back in a couple weeks and you can go ahead and clip this one so that you save it. You can also put a pollination bag above it. This way it doesn't have crossbreeding pollination from your other plants. So we don't have any of those out right now because we've already saved a lot of our seeds for the year. All of its own unique genes inside and doesn't have anything else that cross-pollinated with it. Another quick tip in the garden with your zinnias, especially if you want to keep your zinnias in the same space. They are annuals, which means that they aren't going to come back innately on their own unless you're planting their seeds there. Now, as we know, flowers have seeds so that they can repopulate themselves, but you can do a little bit of the help. So if you're in your garden and you're just cutting back some plants, what I'll usually do is I'll take any of those dead bud tops like this, cut it, and then I will just dig it slightly into the dirt. This way, I'm basically helping my seeds reseed themselves in the same pot. So this garden bed is always going to be our zinnia garden bed. So all I need to do is cut back some of those already dead buds and I can help reseed the entire area as well. Not to mention, zinnias love to be clipped. It actually helps them grow more flowers, which is why they are usually in a cut flower setting, because you can cut them off and they will just continue to grow flowers because you've just eliminated a huge energy sucker, and now they have the ability to put more energy into other locations to bloom more flowers. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this really dead flaky one off here. We're gonna go inside and talk about how you can actually dry this up and start collecting seeds from something that otherwise looks quite dead.
Let's talk what it looks like once you're inside. So I've let my zinnia dry inside for a day or two, and now what I'm doing is I'm just picking from the stem side into the center of the zinnia. You'll find that the stem side or the outer edges of petals are usually going to have the largest or most mature seeds, and they're going to be a nice arrow shape. The seeds are flat and sometimes they can be attached to the petals, so you can just take that off. This is a perfect activity for little hands. My toddler loves helping me treasure hunt for the little seeds inside, so you can bring your little one into this as well. I'll spread out all of the seeds nicely, pull out everything that I can. If you get petals in there, no worries, but it will just make it easier come the spring when you only have any of those seeds. Now, once you've gone ahead and dried out everything for around 5 to 7 days in a cool, dry place, I will go ahead and label the color, variety, and everything important on my seed envelope like I have here. It just lets me know exactly what I have going on in here, and that way I can differentiate when come this spring. So you don't need anything fancy. You can use a paper envelope, small glass jars, just label, and then keep in a place that's going to be cool and dry, a shoebox, pantry, closets, and you can store these seeds for around 3 to 5 years. I will copy over any details from the original seed pack, so I have that at hand as well. Otherwise, that's really all you need to do for seed saving.
And there you have it. That's how you can actually save your own zinnia seeds and start continuing to grow your garden year over year with just what you have. Now, if it's really important for you to have special varieties and not have mixtures and different unique types of buds, then you might want to get the seeds directly from a vendor. But if you're looking to add variety and just color and uniqueness into your garden space, then this can be a great way to save money and really go all through the process from seed to flower to seed. I hope this was helpful. If you enjoy learning how to build your own flower garden, creating your own garden, or you just want to know more about fall gardening tips, then subscribe and download our free fall guide. I'll include it in the link below in the caption, and we'll see you guys again next time. Bye.